So
Yeah.
what's your issue with
With
Chicago?
Jimmy, probably the same as yours. His
Mm.
black scent.
What?
I was like, "Jimmy, calm down." And so here's the thing, because sometimes people grow up in certain places and you're like, "This is who you are." He's from Elk Grove
He's
Village.
from the
I used
suburb.
to work in
He
Elk
was
Grove Village. It is not a place
but he
that
also has,
people
like, played basketball his whole life, so he's probably
so
been
what?
around a
So
certain type of person.
yeah. So the thing with me is I'm like, all right, are we going to see Jimmy in 10 years and he has no black scent and he's a completely different person?
Right.
Is this a black scent that he can put on because people find it entertaining?
Welcome back to another episode of The Single Standard, where dating shows meet grown woman realness. Dating shows might get the spotlight,
We set the standard.
so it is another week. How has your week been since we last saw each other? How have you been doing, Autumn?
It's been good. I had a little bit of time in Atlanta. It's always full circle for me there. I was there for work, but while I was there, um, there was a McDonald's food truck that was brought in, and I thought it was so cute. It just made me feel at home, one, because McDonald's was my first job, so seeing it in my current job, which I absolutely love, but reflecting back to, I used to be on the fries, was cute. And then just being in Atlanta, I feel like an Atlanta girl, and so, yeah, they gave me 2 fries for free, and I was like, "Still got it."
Thanks. I love that.
How about you, Maya? How things been going?
My week has been pretty okay. Lots of work as we are recording this. It is the day before our primary election in Georgia. So, work has just been kicking my butt.
Yeah.
But I'm going on vacation soon, which we'll talk about later. So that will make up for it because I am not working on vacation. I made that very clear. All right. Well, like I said, I'm Maya. I am a Atlanta-based journalist, dog and cat mom, and lover of reality television.
And I'm Autumn, dog mom, based in Chicago, and I'm an engineer, but I love romantic reality TV.
And so the impetus for this podcast was our shared love of Love Island season 7 and our faves, Nick and Alandria, aka the Van Carthens. And so each week we like to highlight what our Van Carthen moment of the week is. So what is that for you this week?
It is just a resurfacing of Sports Illustrated to come back into the light. So we know Alandria was going to be a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, and it came up again. And I saw the pictures, and one of the things that I loved about it is that there wasn't too much airbrushing. Alandria has a beautiful body, of course, but she has a natural body and a real body. So in today's time where we're seeing skinny anorexia looking, and then we're just getting over like BBLs being in style, to see a natural body celebrated is always a beautiful thing. Even with her body being absolutely beautiful, it's womanly, she has stretch marks, and it's just a reminder of like, this is what real women look like.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I don't know. I guess since they had the big event this weekend, although the pictures resurfaced, and I don't know why I didn't before, but I was like, they didn't airbrush her stretch marks, did they? I went
We
specifically
didn't.
to look for that, and I was like, like I wonder if that was part of the discussion. Like, do not get rid of, because she's new and maybe she doesn't have that much final say. But I did really appreciate that as well.
Yeah. Show me something natural.
Exactly, exactly. Um, for me, it was partially that it was her appearances that she did around the Sports Illustrated events over the weekend. She did speaking engagement, but she wore this one brown outfit and she does all of the body highlights. So she had like a gold body highlight on her hip, essentially, which made it look like it was like a thong bikini or something like that. So, she just looked amazing, and then also, because I don't wanna you said Sports Illustrated, but also, I love how much Nick loves Michael Jackson. I just like he went to see the movie a couple weeks ago. He had a glove. He, he posted about like how he was going to see it soon, and then he posted when he was about to see it, and then he posted afterward like the only thing wrong with the Michael Jackson movie was that it was too short. And then today he posted, and here's the thing, because Nick knows ball, but like it was a song I never even heard of because I,
Right.
I didn't listen to any of his unreleased stuff, like the stuff that they released after his passing. But he was like, "Oh, this song is great. This is a slept on album," and I was like, "Okay, Nick, look at you."
He is a DJ.
He is a DJ, he knows music. He gets it
He
honest.
cuts. Right.
Well, this week, we have a new show that we are talking about. Perfect Match season 4 is back. They released the first 5 episodes on Netflix, and we are going to do a high level look and some feedback of how things are going so far this season. A couple of high level things. They have a new format. And so instead of having the most compatible couples go into the boardroom and select singles to bring in to go on dates with a specific person, they are just selecting singles to bring in, and then the singles get like a day there, and then they get to decide who they want to go on a date with. And so it could go any kind of way. You might think you're bringing in someone to mess up someone else's relationship, but then they go for your man. So that is going to be interesting. And then also, last year they brought in people from other shows outside of the Netflix universe. And this year there's someone who's just like an influencer and basketball player. And I was like, that's interesting. I thought there would be more, but it was just the one. So I thought those two things were interesting about how they're doing this season. And, oh, and the other thing is there is a cast member from Age of Attraction on this show. But I was gonna say it's not Age of Attraction, but there is a pretty wide age range of cast members. It goes from 24 to 37, which
I
I
saw
think is
that.
kind of but there's a lot of people. I would say most of them are in their late 20s, early 30s, which I appreciate, in the casting because they're, frontal lobe and all of that. And so they make not as bad decisions as the kids do. But what are you thinking about the cast so far?
Yeah, I really love the cast. I have my favorites. You want me to jump into who am I loving from the beginning? I really appreciate the casting. Age-wise, I think that, late 20s, early 30s, when they say perfect match, it really should be looking for who are you most compatible with and who could you have a relationship out of the TV show. So I think that people really are looking for not just a good time, but somebody that they can fall in love with. So I like that.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely like that. And it's interesting seeing how some people were on other shows like years and years ago and they're still in their 20s. And I'm like, how are they still how old were
Hey,
they to these other shows?
see? I
Yeah.
was like I was like,
I
"How is
was shocked when I saw
24?"
how old she was. I
I
was
was
like,
like, "Was
was she
she
on 5?
right?"
Crazy. How are we thinking about Love Is Blind Jimmy after his glow up? I was curious to see how he would move now that he's kind of attractive.
Yes. So Jimmy keeps talking about how he's worked on himself. So on the outside, we've seen a night and day transformation. He does not look like the same man.
At all.
It's his night and day. And I didn't he looked older before, and he looks a lot younger. I was watching with my friend Keisha, and she doesn't know what old Jimmy looked like, so I showed her, and she was like, "No, I can't believe this is the same guy." But even more so, it's hard for me because I have, like, a preconceived notion of Jimmy and who he was on Love Is Blind, so it's hard for me not to take that and still hold those memories. But she was like, "Hey, that guy's hot." And she was talking about Jimmy. And I was like, "Right." I was like, "Jimmy? You think Jimmy's hot? Okay. Yeah." I love his glow up. He looks amazing. But I'm even more proud for him at the fact that he's tried to work on himself internally. So inside and outside, it's impressive.
Yeah, I was when this show episodes first started, I was like, because sometimes someone may have been a little less attractive before, and then they have their glow up and they become an asshole, right? And so
Right.
I was like, how is he gonna move now that he? It's funny. It's like he was more of an asshole before when he
He was.
looked like. Do you remember that cartoon Doug?
Yes, he did.
Did he look like Doug?
Yes, he did. Like the round head.
Couple of wispy hairs. Yeah, like he looked like Doug. But now he seems to be moving in a much more mature way. So I do appreciate that about him. How are you feeling about Marissa and Damari? I know you had some thoughts already.
Yes. So I loved that Marissa was cast, and it seems like she was cast to be one of the major characters for this. I feel like Marissa hasn't done the same amount of work that Jimmy's done. She looks amazing, beautiful. And it's
Yes.
hard to say that she's grown up because she was pretty before. She looks even better, but it's like she went from 9.5 to 10. So it's hard to
Right.
see that she looks better because she's always
Right.
looked great. Um, but I can tell that she carries with her a lot of trauma from previous relationships, and it shows up immediately with, the way that she just holds on to Damari immediately. She doesn't get to know any of the other I mean, Damari, he's fine.
Listen, by far,
He's so fine.
he is
I
fine.
get it,
I get it.
sorta.
Right.
Yeah, like, I get how you wanna be with him, but also you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You're on a dating reality TV show, you have to get to know other people, and you shouldn't just be with somebody because you find them immediately physically attractive. Like, a lot of the men in there are physically attractive. So I well, yeah, there are some cute men in there.
There are some nice
Yeah.
bodies, I will say that. There are some nice
Yeah.
bodies.
But yeah, I'm worried for her. And amazingly, not because of Damari. Damari, I think, has proven to be a good partner to her. They do seem compatible, but just the jealousy that she has shown repeatedly, how it shows up, kind of off-putting.
Within minutes of meeting
Right.
him.
No, she's like, "You're mine." What? If this was a man who acted this way with a woman, people would be like, "You need to run."
She literally said, "If you pick someone else, I'll kill you."
She said, "I'll effing kill you." Red flag! Red flag, Marissa.
It's like
I
it
hate
was
this.
like,
I hate this for her because I love her.
I know, me too. I was so excited when I saw her. I wanna
Yeah.
root for her, but she is making it difficult, and that's like she came in crazy on episode 1, and then she went out crazy on episode 5, where she
Yes,
had that, like, crazy makeout session
right. And
with
you know she
that
was
guy
only doing it.
from Love Island.
Yeah.
I was
She was
like,
only doing it for, like, the jealousy factor.
"Right, but
Right.
also, girl,
Right. What are you doing? Right. And the
crazy."
whole time imagine if Damari had done that to her. I don't know what he does, but
I
if he
know, we
did
haven't
something
seen
like
the
that to
guys yet.
her, she would be crying her eyes out,
My gosh.
bawling like, "This is why I can't trust men," you know?
Right,
Yeah, yeah,
and I also think I feel bad for her
yeah,
in that she jumped the gun. She freaked out when she thought that Damari was gonna choose Catherine, who I would have chose Catherine, I ain't gonna lie.
right.
Catherine is bad. She is
Yeah,
gorgeous, and I loved her on Too Hot to Handle as well. So, like, she's cool, she's funny, she's really smart, like, I really like her a lot, and she's confident, right? And that's
right,
where Marissa's lacking, but she thought that Damari was gonna pick her, and so she snapped on him before he was gonna pick Marissa
right.
to match
The whole
with,
time.
but she freaked out and started, like, she flipped on him and started, jumping to conclusions, and it really left a sour taste in Damari's mouth for
Right.
that relationship. So I'm curious to see how that plays out because now on top of that, she's making out, rolling around, kissing old boy on the couch.
Yeah.
So we'll
It's
see
not
how
looking
that
good.
goes.
Yeah, and there was another time, I guess, when they had a little game that they were playing, pushing the coconuts up until it reached their mouth so they could kiss.
Mhm.
And she demonstrated the game with Yemen, and
Amen.
Damari picked up on that, like, she only did this to try and make me jealous.
Yeah.
So, how much of her games is he gonna put up with?
I wish I could remember more about Damari from when he was on Too Hot to Handle. Like, I don't remember a ton about his, like, personality.
Yeah.
I remember him being with Bree, but I don't remember a ton, so I'm like, I don't know if he's grown since then or if he's always been this mature, but he definitely feels more mature than Marissa does, even though Marissa's older.
Yeah, he kinda called her out. He was like, "You're 33, I'm 20.
Right.
We're a little too old for this."
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
But because at first I was like, I really hope Damari likes Marissa as much as Marissa likes him, and
Right.
he does. But she's just like and he that's the other thing I wrote down. I was like, "I think she's doing self-sabotage." And the next thing he said was, "Self-sabotage." I was like, "You know what? This man is onto something. He's in tune. He is emotionally intelligent, and I am here for it."
When it was Marissa is doing the most.
The most, like, complete self-sabotage mode. So you mentioned Yemen. This man gets around.
He does.
I think he did 3 dating reality shows in the span of 18 months. 4? No, I was gonna
Yes.
say 18 months.
Okay.
So, like, the beginning of last year, he did Temptation Island, and he did this one, Perfect Match, and then he did, earlier this year, Love Island All-Stars, and then he did Love Island, like, back in the day. And so,
Is he
what do we
just
think about that?
Yeah, that kinda rubbed me the wrong way too. I was like, is he just seeking love by any means necessary? We know he's an influencer. I think this is all for show. We can kinda tell that he's not looking for love here, and then it makes me question, was he looking for love at all? Did he really find love, even in Love Island All-Stars, or is this something that keeps his influencing career going?
Yeah, I am curious about that. I will say one of the first things I noted, because we said it when we were watching Love Island All-Stars, it's like, I don't know if he likes her because I
We
don't
know that he doesn't. He said his type when he was talking to I think he was talking to Allie. He was like, "Oh, my type is brunette." "What?" "Okay, okay." Because it's funny because there's other ways to, like, describe somebody, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, so he's just making the rounds. Do we know? I think people are trying to figure out if him and Whitney are still together.
A check back, and you know how I told you I was watching this with my friend Keisha?
Uh-huh.
She knows nothing about him. She looked at
Uh,
him and was like, "That man doesn't like black women." She knows nothing.
I love that.
Yeah,
'Cause she's right.
it's
Like,
the
how did she
vibes.
clock
She's
it
like, "It's his
immediately?
eyes. I can tell by his eyes and his haircut and his movements, and he doesn't like black women."
That is so I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. His body is still
Yeah,
amazing. So, I
it
do
is.
enjoy it.
I
I
was like,
do.
"Those back muscles."
But, yeah, and I think he is 33 or something,
Something.
31, and the girl that he's with is the youngest, who is Natalie.
Yeah.
And I'm always thinking about, like, the sequence in which these shows came out, because maybe Yemen didn't know what was going on the other side of the island, on Temptation Island, but I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure, and I meant to fact check this, I'm pretty sure that Natalie is the one who had a threesome on camera. So for him to get the
Okay, it's coming back.
I think that was her.
What? We need to
I
check.
really do. Where's my phone?
We
We
will
do need to
check.
check. Let's check
Yeah.
this. No, it's not her.
Okay.
Fuck.
Alright. We've cleared her name.
We have cleared her name. It was not her.
She's had
I
a
apologize.
fivesome
I apo
and not a
Well,
threesome.
right. Right. So but I was like, wasn't she the one who had a threesome? So shouldn't he know that she had a 5? Like, shouldn't he be able to put that together? But he was like, "I hope she hasn't." And I was like, but
Right.
I would have said that she has. I would have called that true.
Not Natalie. I'm like, "Probably."
Yeah. I mean, she's very attractive. I would say
Yes, it's beautiful.
she is the hottest commodity for the guys who come in,
Mhm.
and then Damari
Yeah.
and Chris. somehow are the hottest commodities for women who come in. So I've already shared some thoughts on Chris. Let's how are you feeling? What are you thinking?
So, if you knew nothing about Chris,
Mhm.
you would think that he's hot. Well, maybe. I think Chris is an attractive guy. He looks really good. He kinda called that he's a bit insecure. What I thought about him is he's a love bomber.
Mm.
And he we've seen that on his previous shows, but he talked about meeting a girl, going on a first date with her, and then buying her a $4,000 Prada bag, which made me question, did he buy her the bag or does he have a hookup and access to, like, designer bags? Because he tried to give, was it Mackenzie,
Louis
a
wallet.
designer wallet. Yeah. And who does that?
It's
Well,
weird.
yeah. So I'm like, does he just have access to designer bags? That makes no sense. But yeah, he's a love bomber. Even the second girl that he ended up matching with, Kayla, he
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, I'm thinking about our children." He hadn't known her a full day. That's is the definition of love bombing. Your
Yeah.
kids? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. It was a lot. Kayla said something that made me laugh. She was like, "Oh, I can tell he's so mature and, like, I don't have to, like he's not a fixer-upper. I can tell he's already fixed," and I love that, and I was like, "Oh, he is benefiting so much from, wasn't it Age of Attraction not having aired by the time they did this because" and then she was also weirded out by him dating older women.
Right. Well, I didn't think the age gap, between the woman that he dated, Leah, attraction was that big, but when he said he was 18 and he got with the woman who was 48,
Yeah. I knew that
uh,
I knew it was true, first of all,
right.
but
No, like, he seems like he would do that, but, that seemed kinda strange to me.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and, apologies to Chris. I did share my initial thoughts on our social media, and he did comment a sad face on them, and so I apologize, Chris. I don't know you, right? I don't know you. We are just basing this all off of what is put on our television screens, and from our television screens, you are not portrayed very well, sir. I'm sorry. So, like, no love lost. Love, all love, but anyway, moving on. Who is your favorite and least favorite cast member?
I think Damari's my favorite.
Hmm.
I have a love-hate relationship with Jimmy.
Okay.
I'll say Chicago Jimmy.
Okay.
Least favorite has got to be Yemen.
Poor game.
Yemen's just he's kinda lame, and it's so funny, Natalie keeps on calling him Unc.
That is funny. Yeah, that is very funny.
Yeah. I was like, "Not him being Unc." She was like, "Yeah." And it's not just what he wears, it's his whole aura.
Yeah, I mean, he's much older than her, especially. I would say my favorite I want my favorite to be Marissa, but it's not.
Yeah.
So, I will say Damari, and I too have a love-hate relationship with Chicago Jimmy, and I'm curious if your reason is my reason. I'll come back to that. And then I will say my least favorite, oh, Sophie from Love Is Blind UK.
Yes.
How awful she was on that show.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's still a little bit of that here. It's not as it's nowhere near as bad, but there's still a little bit of that. So what's your issue with,
Jimmy? Probably the same as yours, his black scent.
what?
I was like, "Jimmy, calm down." And so here's the thing, because sometimes people grow up in certain places and you're like, "This is who you are." He's from Elk Grove
He's
Village.
from the
I used
suburb.
to work in Elk Grove Village. It is not a place
But he
that
also has,
people
like, played basketball his whole life, so he's probably been
what?
around a certain type of person.
Yeah. So the thing with me is I'm like, "All right, are we gonna see Jimmy in 10 years and he has no black scent and he's a completely different person?" You
Right.
know, is this a black scent that he can put on because people find it entertaining?
I also find the black scent to be stronger when he's doing his confessionals
Okay.
than when he's around other people, which I
Right.
find really interesting.
Yeah, I wonder, is it a character? You know, is Jimmy playing a character? Or is this who he was in the 1st grade?
I mean, and the thing is, like, I think he's a little cutie, and
He was
I
cute.
like him.
I love
I wanna
him.
like him, but
He
that
says funny things.
the accent just really,
Yeah.
really bothers me. I
It's not
wanted him to choose Catherine as well. I didn't want Damari to choose Catherine. I wanted him to choose Catherine because I don't like Allison because of who she was on her other show. I don't know if you watch it, Building the Band. She can
I
sing her face off. She's really talented, but she is
yeah.
a mean girl. She is a mean girl.
She has mean girl energy, so I didn't like Allison right away, and it was because of her, it was the energy that she was
Mhm,
emitting towards Marissa, like, it was all over her face, like, "I don't like you, girl," and I had to check my biases because both me and Keisha was watching the show with, we said, "Who's Damari bringing home? Marissa to New Orleans. Marissa or Allison," you know? And I was like, "Am I hating on this girl because she's like a petite blonde girl?" So I really took a step back and said, "Why don't I like her?"
mhm.
It's her energy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't not like her, but she's insecure. I
Mm,
can tell, and she really gets a lot of her feelings and emotions wrapped up when she likes somebody, and she's able to, I don't know, be vulnerable and put herself out there even when she's rejected,
mhm.
and with that, you know, she just has a stink face, and I don't like that girl. Yeah.
I definitely carried my negative feelings
Yeah.
from her on Building Band to this. She was a mean girl. She ended up in a girl group. There were 3 of them. She just is like a very type A, my way or the highway type person, and
Yeah.
just, like, in her band, but then also just, like, in her personality, and I was just like, I don't know, she just rubbed me the wrong, it wasn't any one specific thing, but she just, like, rubbed me the wrong way on that show.
So mad she didn't sing. Jimmy asked her to sing, and I'm like, "That was your opportunity to break out in song."
I will say, Damari saying he's a rapper makes me wanna throw something.
But yeah. Well,
He's like, "Model, actor, rapper," and I was like, "No, no."
and athlete, I looked it up, he played football.
Of course he did.
Yeah, for the Saints. So, NFL football,
Wow. Good
right.
for him.
Yeah,
I love
and
that for him.
I'm not that mad at him. He's trying to get in wherever he can fit in. If Huda can sing, Damari can rap.
But Huda can sing, that's what I'm saying. Can he rap?
Can he?
Can he?
Right. I don't
Huda
know.
can sing, Allison can sing. Can he rap? We need to That's what we
We
need
need
to
to
do.
hear
Do
something. Yeah,
homework. Let's go find his SoundCloud or something, and then we can talk about it next week.
yeah.
Um, so I wanted to do something on the couples. Did you have anything else you wanted to hit, like, specifically before we play this little game that I set up?
The only other thing that I wanted to touch on was Cassie. I'm not sure if you saw her on Love Island. Cassie was one of my favorites. As soon as she walked in, I was screaming, "Yes, Cassie's here. I can't wait." She's a big personality. So I thought she would have pulled Jimmy, but I think that she made a wrong turn in terms of like how what she led with. She led with sex the whole time. The
Mm,
whole time. Coming in, she was like, "Sex is really important." And then she tells him, "I have to have sex twice a day
twice a
every
day,
single."
yeah.
You just met this man,
Right.
and I really hated that.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, so this is the game that I wanna play. I wanna look at our couples, and I wanna do, are they a perfect match? Are they a perfect mess?
Okay.
So, let's just start here. Let's just start with Allie and Jimmy P.
Perfect mess.
Mess, mess.
Jimmy just likes her because he thinks she's hot, and he probably reminds her of, like, hot girls in North Carolina.
I'm just like, Girl, she
Spooky.
and, like, she's an astrologer
Right.
for her day job.
She's so kooky.
She's so kooky, but I just also think they're just not a good match, so I don't
No.
understand why they're, like,
Yeah,
hanging on to each other.
exactly. And Jimmy, surprisingly, I mean, this is a man that was ready to get married. He would have seriously gotten married and stayed married had he found somebody who wasn't Chelsea.
Yeah. I love him, he's like, "What show are you on, and what season?" And he was like, EpiPen, Megan Fox. Let's just get it out of the way."
I was like, "Yeah."
Poor Jimmy. Okay. How do we feel about Natalie and Yeaman? Perfect match or perfect miss?
Oh, perfect miss. I think the fact that Natalie has had a fivesome kinda lends itself to how she's able to make out with Eamon. She's down for whatever.
She
She does
really
not him.
she
Like,
doesn't. She
yeah,
doesn't. Right. Allison and Jimmy S. Chicago
match.
Jimmy.
They're a match.
You
In
think they're a
fact,
match?
I think they're together.
Like, currently?
Mhm, I
Ugh,
do.
gross. Sorry. Like I said, I carry my biases over with her, so because I like him
Yeah,
in spite of the black scent.
right.
So I wanted him to pick Catherine because again, 'cause, like, Catherine is bad. I really like her.
Catherine called it. He was intimidated because she's out of his league, you know?
I mean,
Yeah,
accurate,
yeah.
accurate. Very much, very much. But, yeah, I love Catherine. So we'll see how things go for the rest of these episodes. I think there are 3 episodes left altogether, so we'll see if she somehow makes a play or not. Um, Sophie and Dave.
A mess. That's not a match. Dave is just tall and big and nothing else, and I mean, I see the allure. I've been caught up.
He's funny. He
I
has
get
good
it.
banter. He has really good
Yeah,
banter.
I get it.
So, I love that.
What about for you?
I think they just bore me. I don't like Sophie,
Yeah,
and then I don't know Dave, so they kind of bore me a little bit.
Dave
I
is
don't Yeah. I think I would have enjoyed him with Allie, like, if that switcheroo had happened, I think
yeah,
they would have been entertaining.
their
Um,
energy together
yeah,
blends a bit more.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm not a big fan of Sophie and Dave.
yeah. Dave reminds me,
You're
when, people are like, "Is he good looking or is he just tall?"
right.
Like,
Mhm,
that's Dave.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I keep having that conversation with, like, my friends who are younger, who are like, "Oh my god, he's so hot." I was like, "Is he though? Or is he just 6'4"?" Like,
He's just a big man.
okay, and then I'm scared for the answer. Marissa and Amari, perfect match or perfect mess?
I think they're match if Marissa could get her stuff. When they're good, they're really good.
I agree.
I
Where
don't
we
think she's gonna get it
where we
together.
no, where we left off on episode 5, Imma say mess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
really think
Marissa's fault.
she did self-sabotage, she really
She
self-sabotaged.
did. And they could have won the game and traveled the world together and fallen
Mhm,
in love. Like, this was
mhm.
her opportunity. I'm pretty sure Marissa seems like somebody who would be in therapy. She needs more therapy. She's not ready.
Yeah, yeah. Oh boy. So what do we think happens next week? We have 2 episodes that come out. What are we expecting?
Wanna see Bree. I did not see Bree show the energy that Bree had when she walked in, going up to every man, sizing them up. I think Bree is about to cause some chaos.
She is entertaining. I do remember really liking her. I wish I could remember more about their relationship, but I remember really liking her on the show.
I think she knows how to play Damari, and she's
Mhm.
playing it. Like, she
Mm.
knows, "Okay, I'm not gonna come immediately up to him, Imma
Mm.
talk to everybody." I think she's gonna talk to Damari, and if she wants to get with Damari, she's gonna be with him. I
I
can tell.
feel like she could pull him if she wanted to.
Yeah,
I don't think she wants to, but I think she could pull him if she wanted to.
we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I think we've seen everyone that we're gonna see as far as cast members, and they kinda did this last season as well. It's like the OGs go in there and they just kinda, like, find their person and they just ride it out. And
Yeah.
so I do appreciate that, like, Chris switched it up when he felt like he needed to. Dave switched it up as well. But the bad thing about that is the common denominator was Mackenzie, who I feel really bad for.
So Mackenzie, I realized she has, like, RBF.
Mm,
I
yeah.
couldn't figure out what it was about her, but she just seems like she doesn't wanna be on this show.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think she came from Squid Game,
Mhm.
so I think
This
she's
is
used
not
to, like, that kinda competition.
right.
So, well, yeah. So that was episodes 1 through 5. And so here at the Single Standard, we are all about living our best soft lives. What is something that gave you joy or peace in this past week?
Peace and joy. I travel a lot, and when I have to travel, I get sitters for my dog. So being able to be at peace and not think about my dog, I will say taking the time to find a sitter and actually have sitters that I love and I trust. They brought
Mhm.
me peace of
Mhm.
mind as I travel, but joy because they take care of my dog. Like I love my dog, but they love my dog more than I love my dog. So I'm serious. So, like, my previous sitter would take him to go and get ice cream, would take him to, like, dog festivals. My sitter right now, she got my dog groomed. I came back and I'm like, "It's how long have I been gone?" I got him groomed before I took him, and he had a couple of matted spots that they didn't get. I came back, the mats were gone, and his
Wow.
back was cut, and I was like, "What?" Yeah, just knowing that there really are, like, animal lovers and, they're part of my community, so
Mhm.
having a community that supports me with my dog.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
How about you, Maya?
For me, like I said, it has been a stressful week, so I am taking the joy where I can find it. And so I will say for me, it was getting my makeup professionally done on Sunday so that I could go on CNN.
Yes.
So, it was nice to have, because I've been trying to learn how to do my makeup. I think when I got my foundation, I was darker than I am now, so when I tried to do my own makeup a few weeks ago, it looked like I had on blackface. My friend said it didn't, but it did to me, and so I didn't even try this time. I was like, "You got it," and she did a really good job. I really like how it came out, and I've been letting them put lashes on me, which is a new thing.
I love it.
So, yeah, so that was fun, and then also, just getting to go and, like, flex my little journalism muscle on national television is kinda cool. Alrighty. Next week. So next week's episode, we will be talking about episodes 6 and 7 of Perfect Match, but we also have a lot more coming up in the coming months. So we have the next season of Married at First Sight. Season 21 will be airing this summer. I'm curious to see if they've fixed it from last time around when everybody got married, but then everyone got divorced immediately. We'll see if they've fixed their, program. And we have Love Is Blind Boston. They announced that it's gonna be Boston is the next city, and we don't know when that's airing yet, but that's coming up soon. Speaking of Love Is Blind, do you have thoughts on the announcement of the divorce between Kwame and Chelsea?
Why didn't it happen sooner? Everyone could have told you that marriage wasn't gonna last, so I kind of feel bad for Chelsea. I know Chelsea really loved Kwame. We all know Kwame was a problem.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. Because wasn't he on, like, 90
Yes.
Day Fiancé or
One of the other shows like Married at First Sight or 90 Day Fiancé, and he didn't get on it, but he
yeah,
wants to be on reality TV getting married,
right.
right?
I get that.
Versus, I want to find my lifelong partner.
Right, right, I guess. And then the excitement, like, it's crazy. I'm coming up on a year of this, Love Island psychosis that I've been in, which has been balanced out by my heated rivalry psychosis, if I'm being honest. Like, it might have eclipsed it. So the Love Island season 8 is coming out June, and sadly, I will be traveling, and so I won't.
Traveling where?
Oh, I'm going to Spain to see Bad Bunny.
Where in Spain are you going, Maya?
I'm going to see Bad Bunny in Madrid, and then I'm gonna go and spend a few days in Mallorca, and then I'm gonna spend a few days in Valencia, and I've never been to Spain before, and no, I don't speak Spanish, but we gonna make it work.
Bueno, bueno.
Exactly. Hola. Sí. Like, that's the best I got. You would
Oh, me gusta.
right. So, Love Island season 8 coming out June 2nd. When I am back, we will bring back the post-show recaps on live, but
Can't wait.
we're gonna try and I will be in a different time zone, so we will try and do some content while I'm out of the country, but can't promise what that will look like just yet. But another cool thing is that they announced that Teffy and Sierra Miller are going to be hosting the after show, and I just kind of love that that's kind of a couple of things, like, it's kind of full circle for me with Sierra because I don't watch what's her show called? Summer House? I don't watch Summer House, and so I first learned of her when Nick did his Google Christmas commercial with her. I
Huh.
was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." I was like, "She seems cool," so I was predisposed to like her because of that, but I didn't know anything else about her, and then for those who do watch Summer House, she had a
Yeah.
lot of drama recently. She just got cast on Dancing with the Stars. She's, which maybe we'll watch that because I think her and, our other girl, Mora, are on there. Maybe we'll watch. But yeah, so that'll be fun. We got a lot of good reality TV coming up. So, well, this has been fun. Dating shows might get the spotlight.
But we set the standard.